The beginning of the test of your duplication, okay? Because duplication is really important. Any of you ever played that game where you whisper to somebody something in their ear and say, repeat this phrase, and it goes around the room, and at the end it's like absolutely nothing to do, right? You say, I have a rabbit, it's green, and it hops from time to time, and it likes lettuce. Boom, they say it. At the very end, it's, I have a killer armadillo, and leopards are afraid of it. And by the end, it go, how did they become that? Because people change just one little thing. I was a pilot, right? And when we would go in a direction, we had to constantly be correcting and being right on. Because if we were 1 degree off, and we were trying to get home, and we had any distance, the distance, I could be in Seattle or I could be in New York with 1 degree if I was far enough away. You got to constantly get it right. You cannot do something different, because if you want to duplicate in a very big organization, a big team, everyone needs to do basically the same thing. That's duplicatable. So if people in North Carolina see it, they see the same thing that they saw here in Sacramento. The same thing they hear in LA, same thing they hear in Michigan, New York, Seattle, Dallas, it doesn't matter. Yep, and they're not confused. Why? Because a confused mind does nothing. A confused mind will go, what, this is different, I don't understand. I thought this is the same thing? You understand that? And that's important to know and to do that. So here's what it is. The circles, the red circles, remember, you're going to draw this exactly like this. Nothing different. That's the first test. I get a room full of this, and 2 people will have it the same. I kid you not. Many will be close, but they'll do something a little different because I do it this way. I'm just saying, right? All right, so the red circles are people that you personally enroll. And when you enroll somebody, you write their name in the circle. And you put it in pen. Okay? Now, how many circles are there on each row?
5.
How many rows are there?
5.
How many rows?
Joe needs help with that.
5 rows, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5 is 25. How many people get you paid through the first 6 levels? 25. So your job is to fill those circles with names of people that you personally enroll. That is your first level. I just didn't have a thing long enough that it would be all the circles straight in a line, but that's your first level, first generation. You follow that? Say yes. Yes. Okay, now, so your job is to fill those names. Now, the reason I have the 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6, is because when you have the names and that top chart, those 5, you are now going to get paid through the second level. Then when you fill the names on the next 5, 1, 2, 3, that'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you get paid in the 3rd level. You follow that? And each time you fill a row, you qualify to get paid on another level. All right? And we have through 6. Now, what I want you to do, then you put a square box under the middle circle. Middle circle. Half of you will put it under the left or the right, I'm telling you, all right? Put it under the middle circle, and you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And those squares are empty, but each month, at the end of the month, you are going to write the number of agents that are on each of your different levels. You follow that? Yes. Okay, and that's going to be in pencil, because you're going to erase it and change it every month. You with me there? Say yes. Okay, good. So now, you see here where it says the numbers, 3,200, 2,000, 1,200, 800, 2,004. That's how much you make maximum as a result of each agent if they do 2.5 to 3 million or more on each of the levels in revenue share. You follow that? So this was my June 1st. This was my actual wealth chart as of June 1st of 2016. Right? How many people had I personally enrolled? 12 people personally enrolled, right? Okay, those 12 people had enrolled 22. There's a number 22 in there. Okay, those 22 had enrolled 27, had enrolled 23, had enrolled 19, 16, and 12. Okay, so I have how many people personally enrolled? So what level does that qualify me to get paid through? 3. So I'm only getting paid on these. All those I'm not. Do you understand the full top amount? Now, the way EXP works truly is you actually do get a small amount on every single level no matter what. Okay? But not the maximum. It's highly reduced by like a factor of 10 or more. Right? But it's a small amount. But to get the maximum amount, you need to have those personally enrolled that way. You follow that? Okay. So now, the goal, this is my 3-year goal. We want you to do this in 3 years if you want, right? 3 years. The goal is 500 agents that are in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th levels, 500 total, with all those circles with people that are selling houses. How much money will that make you in revenue share?
A ton.
No, you should know. You could tell almost exactly. You should make $500,000. If you average $1,000 per agent, which you may or may not, depending on their productivity, but the average over the last 7-8 years pretty much holds this out. If you've got 500 agents in these levels, with those filled, you're getting paid through the 6th. 500 means you're going to make 500,000 plus or minus to as much as maybe $1 million if you got lots of good producers. But 500,000 anyway. Now, that's not cast in stone, and it's not guaranteed. It's based on the productivity of the people that you bring aboard. The circles qualify you to get paid on more people. The numbers of people are how much you get paid. This is the amount of money you can make maximum for each one. So I look at this, and I'm only getting paid through the first 3 levels. So on my 4th level, I could get $1,200 an agent, and I got 23 agents. So that's close to what, $25,000? I'm losing, right? I got 19 here at 800, so that's about 17,000 I'm losing. 16 at 2, that's 32,000 I'm losing, potentially. 12 at 4,000, that's almost 48,000. That motivates me to fill them circles. You understand that? Are you with me? Yeah. Okay? So now, and I want this 500. Now, do you see where this thing is? 2 through 6? Some of you will make this go down to 7. Don't do that, because you don't qualify to get paid on the 7th yet. Are you with me? Just through the 6th. Okay? Now, you talk about the little pieces of paper. The little pieces of paper are people that I have shown this, that have seen the presentation, start to finish. Not that I've invited. Now, there's no difference in color. I just had different color pads. Okay? No difference in color. Everyone goes, what's the difference in the purple? No, there's no difference. Okay? Now, the ones that are on this chart over here on the circles, those are people that told me they like it. They probably want to join. They just can't do it right this second because I've got some closings. I have a baby I'm giving birth to. I have an aunt that's dying. I have something. Whatever. I have life in the way, and I can't join today, but it's going to be soon. You follow that? So they go on there. So if all the people that told me I'm going to join joined, I'd have 2, 4, 6, 7 more. Right? I'd be paid through almost the 5th. Now, those people I follow up with every week. They're weekly follow-ups. The only way I follow up with them is by text message, because I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to take up time. I don't want to take my time. I want to send them a text message so it's instantly they got it. I'm flashed in their head, and it's gone. Right? Didn't take up their time, but now they're thinking about me again. And normally, I try and tell them something personal that has happened within the team. I had 12 more agents come aboard. I'm excited. Rev share is increasing. And I send it to them. That's it. That's done real quick. And I send that to every single one. Or I'll say, man, did you catch that? The stock went up 50 cents today. How much stock you got? Send it off. You follow? Just really. And then, because there's the lunch and learn, I will say, by the way, I know you said that you wanted to, you had a real interest. We're doing a lunch and learn at such and such a place and time. And I send that too with this little space, but one text, not 2, 1. Right? You follow that? So I'm inviting them. I invite them. And give them a little personal update. Does that make sense? Yeah. And it's quick, and I do it every week. Now, the people over here are people that I have had see it completely start to finish. Not people I plan on showing, not people I want to show. These are people that have seen it start to finish somehow. But they haven't said I'm joining, but they haven't told me to piss off. Right? Might have to edit that out, I don't know. Texas, Anyway, so you follow that? So in other words, and I only send them once a month. These are once a monthers. Okay, because otherwise it's too much for them. They get irritated. You send something every week. So I only send them once a month. No phone calls, no mass social media, none of that stuff. I just send them a text once a month, and I say, wow, we're up to 4,400 agents. Stock's moving good. Really excited about what's happening. We're changing lives. And I send that off to them. Positive little pots about the company nationwide. Not me, the company. Does that make sense? Say yes. Yeah. Okay, good. So now, my goal is to fill that all up, okay? And so that was June 1st of 2016. That's my actual wealth chart. So you got your assignment. You know what you're supposed to do?
Yes.
Okay, do you need my number?
Yes.
We'll give it to you when the cameras are not rolling. How about that? Okay? All right. Now, the idea is to create interest and curiosity. I don't want you